Hello, Earth signs. Hope you guys are keeping well. We are going to get you a general reading done today, and we're going to be using some tarot. But first, we're going to pull you a oracle message here. So please only take this if it resonates. And thank you guys for being here. This will be for the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I've already pre-shuffled the decks that we'll be using today pretty good, so I don't want to spend too much time doing that. So Earth signs, your message today is hope lives in you. That's beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards. Okay, so you could be maybe even feeling a little bit hopeless about something at this current moment. Just here to reiterate to you that you hold some sort of hope. It's a situation is not hopeless. Okay, I won't be surprised if we see the Star card or the Hermit card come out. So let's see what comes out with the tarot. But something that you feel like might be hopeless, or you could be just feeling very hopeless at this time in regards to something in particular. We'll see what comes out with the tarot. Okay, it's just there reminding you you have magic within you. You have the spirit of hope. Okay, so don't ever give up hope on something that you really are passionate about. Those fireflies are guiding you here. There's a light about you that you carry even when times are really, really tough. Okay, so Earth signs, let's see what messages want to show up for you today. We're going to be looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your future energy, and the overall what you don't see kind of playing on in the background. And again, timelines could be off a little bit. We're all on different timelines, so only take it as it resonates for you. Okay, let's see, what are the messages for the Earth signs, please? Okay, so your very first card is the Four of Earth. That's your energy showing up here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo is your very first card. Okay, let's get a little bit more in the recent past. Something you're holding back there. We have the Emperor, Aries energy. This is your first major arcana showing up. And then we have the Six of Water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So your past is showing up here in the past. There's something here that really pains you when you think about something either from childhood or something that happened in the past. Usually the Six of Cups talks about nostalgia, warm feelings of memories of the past. But you're holding your stomach there, almost like it's a painful or a sorrowful. It's kind of like giving me this energy here. Hope lives in you. So I feel like you carry some sort of pain, and I feel like you've been trying to control it. Whatever, disappointments or something tied in with your past here, even maybe from childhood. Maybe you've tried to control your emotions. You have not let anybody get too close to you emotionally to really know deep down what it is that that pains you. There's something here about being held back, closed off, and very in control, not letting really anybody get too close. The Four of Pentacles usually shows a person with the pentacles, on the person's bottom of the feet. So it's like your feet are planted on top of your pentacles, making sure your stability is secure. And you have a pentacle usually covering your heart chakra and one sitting on top of your crown chakra. So I feel like in the past you've focused a lot on stability, building your own foundation, really trying to be the leader in your destiny, working very hard to build a solid foundation. But there's something from the past that you maybe think about that kind of still hurts to think about. Let's see, what is in your current energy here? The Two of Fire. So we've got some fire energy here. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay. That's you looking to the future. Right now, you could be making plans to make a choice to move towards something in a different direction. You may be even planning some sort of travel here, but there's something that you're looking ahead towards, and that giraffe can see further than you can. So they're holding a light up, helping guide you to make some sort of decision to move forward from something here, not to give up hope. There's like a spark of creativity or a spark of zest for the future here. What else in the future energy? Let's see what's in the center of your reading, earth signs. The messenger of air, we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. We're going to clarify these cards too, so I don't want to spend too much time reading the spread off each card as we pull them. Wow, Magician, a whole new beginning, to start something new, to manifest some sort of change. We've got air energy. Okay, let's see what's coming up in the near future, the potential near future for the earth signs, please. I feel like you're really trying to listen to your intuition with whatever direction you're planning to go in. You may even be feeling a little bit more connected to your intuition at this time in the current energy. The messenger of air is usually somebody delivering you a message, communicating something to you here. But I'm more so getting that this is your own inner voice. There's something here that you're finally allowing into this space where you can listen without blocking something off, allowing yourself to feel. And I feel like you're going to manifest something very different for yourself. What's in the near future? Nine of Fire, Sagittarius energy. Pardon me. Okay, let's see if we can move these cards up a bit so you can see them better. Okay, that's gonna have to do. So that's the wounded warrior there. So in the near future, pardon me, I do see you feeling very exhausted, very tired, overwhelmed, feeling like you want to give up on some sort of plan or something that you've been working hard towards. It could just be telling me you're giving up on, you know, life in general. Maybe you feel extremely exhausted from something here. And what I mean by that is that you're just trying to take a break from something. You almost feel hopeless, like something's not going to end. Some sort of difficulty is not going to come to an end. But the Nine of Fire reiterates to us that we need to not give up. We're almost at the finish line. There's something that we need to just give one more real big push. And we're going to complete something that's very difficult to close out a cycle. We've got Temptation. That's the Devil card. Number 15 could be significant for you. It's your, pardon me. So you've got 3 major arcanas showing up here so far. Let's get your last card. Messages for the earth sign, please. Earth signs. Wow, there's that Hermit card that I had mentioned. Number 9 could be significant. We've got Virgo energy showing up. The bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Water. That's Pisces energy. And the 9 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the King of Water, pardon me, more water energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we've got the Queen of Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's something here about you that is going to be coming back to life. There's something here. You maybe lost your ambition for something. I do see you slowly growing back some sort of confidence, some self-reassurance here. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Fire. There's a whole new beginning in something that is going to really spark some sort of excitement or some sort of push to be confident about going after something new that you're thinking about here. A lot of this fire energy is giving me this energy of hope living within you. So I feel like you're going to get some sort of spark enter your life again, which will propel you into this Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Fire, where you will feel very ambitious about life again. And I feel like this is also going to push you to really start taking better care of yourself, whether that's taking care of your appearance or spending more time on self-care. I do feel like you're going to get this kind of jolt of energy to really put yourself first and prioritize your health here. Pardon me. So earth signs, I do see in the recent past, again, the Four of Earth, the Emperor, and the Six of Water, there was something you were holding back from other people in regards to love from your past, something that made you feel disappointed emotionally. But when you think about it, you put a cap on your emotions. It's like you don't allow yourself to go there. So I feel like you're really trying to push. It's coming up for a reason in your past. I do feel like that's significant because I feel like you've been very closed off emotionally and not allowing yourself to release something from the past. Okay, we're going to clarify all these just to get a little bit more. Let's see. What's the Four of Earth? What was this held back energy? Why was the earth signs holding back? And from who? Why were you holding back? The Five of Air. Yeah, you had a lot of, this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There was no trust that you had amongst somebody or people. I feel like you had some sort of mental conflict here, not allowing somebody to know the truth about your struggles, the truth about what you were going through, whether it was family related or relationships or work. There's something here that was a mental conflict, and I feel like you tried not to burden other people with this. So there's something here that you really closed off to. You really felt almost like an anger inside. I don't know why, but there's some sort of mental fatigue, mental loss here. I feel like you tried to put a cap on those emotions and take control of it with the Emperor. Yeah, look at the Strength card, Leo energy. I feel like you've been fighting a really tough battle for many, many years, even here, earth signs. What's the Emperor? So whatever it is, you didn't let others come too close or know too much about what was going on. You didn't communicate what you were trying to keep under wraps, trying to control. Maybe you were trying to control your own anger in some regard here, or I don't know what that is, but let's see. Why is the Emperor here? I feel like you had to take some sort of leadership over your life and be the leader and be the provider. I feel like you couldn't rely on somebody or people, whether that was family or partnership. Emperor, the Messenger of Fire. Yeah, I feel like you probably from a young age, you could have been somebody who had this fire that always lit you up, some ambition that really drove you to take control of your life. I feel like you kind of knew what you wanted, which direction you wanted to go in from a younger age, and you knew that that was stability regardless of how you got there. It's something here that tells me that you had this fire that burned within you from a very young age, and you went after something here. And I feel like you tried to, not tap into your emotions too much. You used that Strength card, Leo, heavy Leo, and Aries energy here to really control your emotions, keep them under wraps, and not allow something to mentally bog you down. You were fixated on something here, and it was a desire, a passion to do something to stabilize your security. And with the Six of Water, although you felt some sort of pain in the past, there's this energy of you not allowing yourself to go there. Look at the Tower. I feel like this is Scorpio energy. I feel like some major change, some sort of collapse here could have happened in the past emotionally that really left you feeling like you had to rebuild your home, your, pardon me, your living situation. Something that made you feel insecure in some way, whether that was financially or even within the home with family. I don't know, there's some sort of childhood or young teenage energy here that you had to nurture yourself. You had to really, it's like you didn't allow yourself to feel something here. What's the Six of Water? What is this? Memories or pain from the past? The Star, Aquarius energy. There's that hope. Didn't I say that I would think we would see the Star or the Hermit? And here they both are. So, earth signs, this is something in the past that you buried, okay? There was something that was very painful in your childhood or in a relationship that you had with somebody from the past, whether you were a teenager or a young adult, that you had to let go of. You had to release it. You had to focus on building your stability. And I feel like you allowed yourself to heal, but in a way that you didn't feel all of those emotions. I feel like you may have drowned them out with something else or ignored them. And with the Star card, I feel like you focused on something else. You made a wish to help you heal and get to a future that you could feel content with. Like, I feel like you said, you know, I'm putting all of this in the past. I'm not revisiting this, and I want to look forward. I'm looking for healing and propelling me to this next stage in my life. So whatever this is from the past that hurt you, I feel like you really had to grow up quickly. There's something here about you being the emperor, and doesn't matter about your gender. You took the lead, okay? And I feel like you really went after things. You took action towards things that were going to help you in your future and in your current energy even. So with the Star card, I do see you remaining hopeful, okay? There was a time that you felt empty inside. There was a time that you felt like you weren't going to come out of it on the other end. You felt like things were hopeless. Like, how am I going to get out of this? But the Star card shows up to tell us that you have hope still. There is still hope for something to turn around. And you kind of leave it up to the universe. You say, I'm willing to trust in the universe, trust in this healing process and this growth of letting go of the past. So just kind of reiterating here that the hope lives in you. You're holding your belly there. It's like you're, and then in this picture, you're kind of just still covering that belly a bit. So something could have happened. Maybe you went through some sort of health scare, something to do with your stomach. I don't know. Or it could have just been such a painful experience that it was gut-wrenching. Like, pardon me, something very disappointing. But in your current energy, I see you looking forward, okay? There's justice here, Libra energy. Something was not fair for you in the past. I feel like you were maybe even dealt an unfair hand at life, more unfair than others perhaps. And there was something very difficult that you had to ignore and push through. I feel like with the Five of Swords here, the Five of Air, there was something that people could have even fought with you over. Somebody had to be right. I feel like you had to walk away from that situation and really grow up very quickly here. So with the Two of Fire, this is your current energy. And again, you may not be sitting in this current energy right now, but maybe it's to come or it's already happened. So let's see, the Two of Fire, you're hopeful for the future. You have plans, you've made plans. And I see you having hope for the future. You made a choice here. Pardon me, you guys. Look at that. The Ace of Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Taurus, Libra with the Empress. You went from this masculine energy of having to be the leader, having to be the one that controls everything in your life, to releasing a little bit of that control, allowing your mind to open up here and live a little bit of a softer lifestyle, creating something new for yourself. With the Ace of Air, it's like an epiphany. You've had some sort of breakthrough here in these plans. It's like you see the future with a little bit more hope in your eyes. You have a little bit more ambition coming back to you here with the Two of Wands. And I feel like this breakthrough really allows you to even speak to yourself differently, how to speak things into existence. It's like you're ready to create a new life. And I feel like you maybe even, this could even be telling me here that you're leveling up to an energy of maybe being a parent, or maybe just having a role in life where you are somebody's spouse, or you're willing to commit in a different way. I feel like you've had some sort of epiphany here. Maybe you're allowing somebody to help take care of you here. I don't know. You're going down a new road here with the Two of Fire. So somebody could have met you that helps change the trajectory of your life. Sorry. The messenger of air, it could be an air sign, somebody who comes in and offers you some sort of support or communication. I don't know. Lots of air attached with this, with the magician and the ace of air. So I see you beginning something new here. You have an awakening with these plans. So sorry, guys. And I feel like your intuition is telling you to go for something here. Look at that, the Three of Air. There's that Three of Swords, Libra energy. Heartbreak from the past, maybe showing up here again. With that Ace of Fire again. Yeah, something that hurt you from the past, very, very painful ending. Whether it was a relationship or a home situation, I feel like you're going to be pushing out of that cold energy and coming into the warmth again here. Okay, we saw this card with the Queen of Wands earlier. So there's something here that you're trusting in your intuition. You've heard some sort of call in what direction to go in. And I feel like this is giving you hope again to manifest something new for yourself here, okay? Even though you might be going through some challenges still. What is the messenger of air? Somebody could be actually physically sending you a message or offering you something here, bringing you some sort of communication, some sort of idea. What is this messenger of air? The moon, Cancer, Pisces energy. Yeah, this is related to a lot of our self-doubt, our fears, our deepest fears, things that we are afraid to let other people see. So I feel like there's something here that you're waking up to. There's some sort of realization about your self-worth, about how you can show up a little bit softer in life and allow somebody to offer you some sort of support and help. I feel like you've maybe been afraid to allow someone in because in the past you were very closed off. You were protecting your energy and protecting your heart space. And here I feel like those doubts and those fears are kind of rising up again. But the messenger of air is here telling you to trust your intuition on something. There's something here that you're creating as the Empress with this epiphany, plans that you've made that you're going to see through all the way. And I feel like it might be hidden right now, or you may not share this with too many people, whatever this new manifestation is that's coming to fruition. I feel like this is even going to shock you a little bit. The Ten of Air. Yeah. This is an end to all that anxiety, all those fears and worries and self-doubt, like all the things that you stressed about, the betrayals, the people that you felt like you couldn't trust. It's coming to an end. Look at that tower. Yeah, it's fallen. That avoidant behavior, like that pushing people out, not letting them get into your mind or not communicating openly, has collapsed. You've seen something in a different light here. Something or someone has warmed you up to become the Empress. It's like you're allowing yourself to feel less in control, not be so rigid in your plans, in your priorities, in your daily activities, and you're allowing yourself to co-create. The Empress is the number 3, which talks about creation, creating something with someone. So the Magician is here. This is an opportunity to bring new into your life. It's card number 1, a whole new beginning. So I feel like you're getting clear on what it is that you want for your future. You've made some sort of plans with the Two of Fire, and an epiphany in those plans help you really drive your ambition. Okay, these just wanted to flip out. The Ace of Fire, there it is again. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's that spark of excitement, that spark of creativity, that spark of hope again. After you've had a very difficult experience being the Queen of Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, there's a lot of wisdom that you hold. Okay, you could have had to really fight through your life. You could even be a divorced person, somebody who had to rebuild that confidence. Okay, the Page of Fire, it's like you're learning to do something new again here when it comes to going after the things that you want. I feel like you're allowing yourself to be a little bit more carefree. Okay, so you're manifesting a new beginning here, something that's going to take all the wisdom that you've gained and have a different push with it. Okay, the Page of Fire is somebody who's learning something. They're a student. This is somebody who's a younger energy. So I feel like you're allowing yourself to feel the warmth again, feel that hope, release yourself from feeling rigid and cold and like you maybe can't communicate the truth to people around you. But I feel like this new beginning is going to offer you some sort of comfort. It's like you've got a lot of warmth surrounding you. So I feel like you're manifesting something here that's going to really make you feel excited again. Could be work related, it doesn't have to be, but it's something that you're ambitious about, something that you made a firm choice on to go after. It's like you still carry all those swords. With the Queen of Air, you know, the swords of the past, those are our thoughts, the way we communicate, the way we deliver messages, the way we make decisions. Okay, you've learned very, very young to be confident, to be sure. And I feel like something left you feeling hopeless, but there's this automatic epiphany that happens somewhere along here with that Ace of Air. It's Ace of Swords. It's like this new way of seeing yourself, new way of thinking. And here we've got the Wounded Warrior. So yes, you are manifesting something new for yourself, but there are challenges attached to this. There's temptations to fold on thinking that you could make your manifestation a reality. Okay, but the Devil card talks about releasing habits, unchaining yourself. So I feel like right now, you feel like the door could be closed in the near future. You feel like maybe those manifestations are taking too long to show up. What's the Nine of Fire? Because I see you wanting to give up on something here in the near future with the Nine of Fire. That's the Wounded Warrior, somebody who still has a little bit of hope, but is depleted. They're exhausted. So all that fire that you're excited about manifesting, it comes to life here, but it comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of determination. The Eight of Water. I feel like you almost feel like throwing in the towel here. You're saying, I don't know how much I can emotionally take, how much more I can fight, how much more I can continue to invest my emotions, my heart, my energy, my time into this before I lose hope again. So I feel like you're being tempted to walk away from something, but I feel like you need to really be careful in the near future not to abandon something here, not to close the door on something, not to isolate. There's that Queen of Water, and you've got the King of Cups here. You have somebody who's helping, who's going to be helping you. If they haven't already entered your life, there's somebody here who's going to match your energy, who's going to feel like a wish fulfillment. What's the temptation here? What's the temptation? The Messenger of Earth. Yeah. You're going back to your roots here. There's something that, again, with those fears and self-doubts, it's like you keep telling yourself, are these investments worth it? Is my time that I'm spending on this worth it? Am I going to see any results? And I feel like you keep going back. It's like you're teetering between walking away and staying grounded, staying focused. Okay, the Devil card can often make us feel chained to an idea or a belief system that doesn't serve us well. So I feel like you, in the near future, you're debating, should I continue to invest in my manifestations, whatever it is? What's the Hermit? Why is the Hermit here? I feel like you go quiet for a little bit, but it's telling you here, you may close the door on something that you've worked really hard to build, because the Devil shows up to kind of tempt you to falter on your ambition. Seven of Air. Don't lie to yourself. Don't stay hidden, you guys. There's something here that's telling you need to be strategic. You need to be strategic, and you need to allow yourself to see the truth about who you are, about letting people in, letting people support you, letting the right people into your home. There's something here about wanting to close off, wanting to isolate, but it's telling you need to be strategic here. Don't lose hope. Don't lie to yourself. Have love and compassion for yourself. I feel like there's love coming in that you don't see. Right now, you could be a single individual. It doesn't have to be the case for you, but there's something here that you feel alone in. And you may be feeling like you have to be a little bit selfish right now. But in the outside energy, what you don't see, or what's kind of hovering in the background, is there's a king of water here. And they don't have to be a water sign, but somebody who could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart, who is a wish fulfillment for you. They are here to support you. They are here to let you have your independence and, you know, give you the support that you need. They are showing up with love, unconditional love, support, understanding. Now, this person is not overly emotional, but they are very mature in their emotions. And I feel like they're going to give you the support that you need here after you've closed out so many cycles here. The Ten of Air. You can trust this person. I feel like you have this energy saying you don't trust people. You're not letting them into your world. You're not willing to let them into your manifestations or into your struggles, what you're going through. You maybe let them in, but you don't let them in all the way. And I feel like you feel hopeless that somebody will actually understand you. What's the Nine of Water with the King of Water here for the earth signs? Don't close off to this person, you guys. This is somebody who is a wish fulfillment, somebody who is here that you can trust. Nine of Water, the Page of Water. They're here to help you. This is somebody, pardon me, who may sometimes come off feeling, you know, like they play games, like they're funny, this and that. But this person's here to really help you make plans, okay? They're here to help guide you in your heart space, to help you feel supported, but to feel also not so serious all the time, okay? They're here to love you. They're here to give you unconditional support and help with making plans here in love. Okay, so I feel like they're willing to help you with your manifestations. They're willing to help you grow something. What's the King of Water for the earth signs? They want to send you some sort of supportive message. If they haven't, they will. What's the King of Water? Or maybe just a gesture that they want to make for you here. What's the King of Water? The Five of Fire. This is somebody who's going to fight for you guys. This is somebody who will stand up for you when you feel exhausted, when you feel like that flame has burnt out. Even if, let's say, there's outside energy that's draining you, getting in the way of your manifestations, this is somebody who is willing to fight for you. They're willing to defend you. They're willing to stand on guard for you. Yeah, the Ace of Earth. This is somebody that's reliable, stable. They're making a call out to you here that you can trust them. This is somebody that wants to invest in this with you. They want to invest long-term here. They're calling out to you in a way that maybe isn't so forward. So I feel like you don't want to close the door on this person. You need to be strategic how you handle this person, because I feel like they could be an emotional person. They could be somebody that wants stability with you. And I feel like they're trying to communicate with you on an intuitive level. Okay, so don't lose hope, earth signs. There's someone here that really does love you. They have a deep affection and care for you. I feel like whatever difficulties you've had in the past, you are going to be healing from this. And I feel like whatever you're teetering on here with a temptation to throw in the towel, don't close off. Don't self-isolate. Trust and open up to this person that shows up to offer you some sort of love and support. Okay, hope lives in you, and I feel like this person sees that. That's why they're willing to fight for you. Okay, I hope that helped you guys, and I will see you soon. You take care.